By 1944, in the battle to regain their Russian homeland, the Red Army crushes the German pocket at Stalingrad, marking the first major defeat of Hitler's armies. On June 6th, D-Day, the Allies stage a massive sea and air invasion on the Normandy coast that will soon lead to a full-scale retreat of Germany's once powerful armies across France and Belgium. Inspired by this success, British Field Marshal Montgomery devises a plan he insists will end the war by Christmas, codenamed Market Garden. With momentum on their side, the Allies attack Germany's industrial heartland from the north, attempting to outflank the powerful Siegfried Line, intending to drive on to Berlin. But Montgomery's plan fails miserably when the final bridge across the Rhine cannot be secured. Painful defeat and staggering losses destroy all hope for an early end to the war, and surviving Allies are ordered back to France. Fortunately, by October, with the Siegfried Line finally breached from the west, the Americans prepare for the capture of Aachen, a city destined for the dubious distinction of being the first major German city to fall to Allied forces.
My name is Chuck Walker. I've been attached to the First Army, the Big Red One, for a long time now. I fought in North Africa and Sicily. I landed in Normandy on D-Day. Every day I fight to save my life and the lives of my men. I'm proud we're on the front lines. I know none of us are going home until the Germans surrender completely, and we want to be right there when it happens. That's why Aachen is so important. It's time to take this fight right to Germany, where it began. This isn't about medals or honor. Those things don't matter when you're fighting for your life. This is about winning the war. And fighting with the Big Red One has taught me you win a war by surviving it. And that means killing the Germans before they kill me.
Chuck Walker.
This is it. We're taking Aachen today. The Germans in the town square are cut off from their command and control. But those old buildings are solid enough to resist shelling. Orders are to escort the M12 to the town square, clearing buildings of German resistance on the way. Once we're inside the city hall, the M12 will blow the sumbitch to pieces. Stay close behind the tanks for cover and protect them from German anti-armor. We lose the Shermans and we're all dead. Let's saddle up and get it done.
Sarge, some of those old buildings are too fortified for the tanks to take out. What are we gonna do about them?
Relax, Benny. We're gonna knock them all down.
Así.
Where are you going? Stay behind the tanks!
ya andamos listos aquí todos.
Before they hit the column again! Sorry! We have to take out those panther tracks before they hit the column! The X-12 gets to the rocket head! The X-12 gets to the rocket head! Take cover behind the tank! The X-12 gets to the rocket head! The tank column can't move on until we clear the way!
se muere. Muérete, güey. A ver, con tu arma. Descarguen balas. Ya, ese huevo que no se moría. Vamos,
check out the basement.
Muy bien, ya bajamos. Los escucho, los hijos de la cabeza.
Beats running around in the streets.
¿Dónde? Tengo yo solo, di. No te pases de lanza, mis compañeros. Ya te vi. Lo escucho, güey. ¿Alguien más lo hará? ¿Alguien más lo hará?
The Germans are using the sewers to flank us. We're gonna have to go down there after them.
Sí, bajemos a las alcantarillas.